What's up, y'all? Let's do this.
Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today, guys, I want to talk to y'all about the MAGA crowd because for some reason on this social media platform, Getter, I'm getting heat from the MAGA crowd for what I post and about who I am, and the MAGA crowd, they got issues I want to talk about, and I want to talk about that on the show. And plus, I got a whole lot to talk about. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, can y'all please consider donating a cup of coffee for me? Because for the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Cumberland Farms, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories, more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations. I am on Locals, guys, if you guys want to support and sponsor Nikki's World. If you guys love Nikki's World so much, seriously, y'all, please hit that like, subscribe, please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. Also, guys, I do have affiliate links, including Audible, which this podcast show is syndicated on. So if you guys want to listen to this podcast show on Audible, you can sign up in the link in the description below. And before we get this show on the road, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Woo-wee. All right, guys. Got through all the formalities and all this and all that. Yeah, it's Saturday. I would have gone fishing today, but the problem was my left arm is being a pain in the ass to me, and right now I'm just staying home until my left arm can calm down and basically I could go back fishing again. But as of right now, fishing's on hold until my left arm can be put back together. All right, guys. So anyway, I want to talk to you guys about the MAGA crowd because for some reason, guys, on Getter, okay, which is what I'm on, I post two like TikTok like videos about myself and about like having a hard time trying to find work in Biden's economy. For some reason, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the MAGA crowd. The MAGA crowd, for some reason, tries to peg me like if I'm a transgender person. They try to peg me like if I'm part of the transgender crowd. The one problem I have with the MAGA crowd is that they can't seem to distinguish between a genetic condition as opposed to someone who has a fetish or a kink or or likes to pretend they're the opposite sex. It's the one problem I have with them is this, is that these people who say they're all for science, facts, and all this shit, but when people like me show up who happen to have an intersex DSD condition, which is called disorders of sexual development, these people think that, oh, you're a pedophile, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're mentally ill, oh, you go get help. The problem with the MAGA crowd is that they just don't understand basic science. And these are the people who say that they are all for science, that they are all for facts. Well, when I dump facts, these people think that, oh, you're crazy, you're this and this and this. This is why, guys, I think the MAGA crowd is just like the QAnon and just like the delusional nutcases, okay? I mean, coming from New England, I'm a New Englander, by the way, and I live in the New England states. We're way a lot smarter than the MAGA crowd. Trust me, as a New Englander, I look at them and I go, you people are why New Englanders want to stay away from y'all, because y'all people aren't educated enough. I mean, the fact that the MAGA crowd and people on Getter who have like Trump, MAGA, and God on their profile love to lump intersex DSD people like myself with the transgender crap, but then they can't distinguish between a sex, gender identity, and sexual orientation versus someone who has a bona fide medical condition, and they can't seem to distinguish the two. It's like, to them, it's like people like me who are an intersex DSD person who espouse libertarian views. These people lump me in with someone who has a sex fetish and kink for the opposite sex. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I just think like this, guys. I just think like this. The MAGA crowd has lost its ever collective mind. They have lost their marbles. Okay? This is why I'm saying this. The MAGA crowd is like basically as crazy, fringe, and lunatic as ever. And I'm going to say this now. I'm a libertarian, okay? I espouse libertarian views, all right? So this is why I'm saying like this. The MAGA crowd is basically a bunch of fringe lunatic nuts who think about like guns, religion, and Bible, and think like this country should be like a theocracy like Iran. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. These people like love to lump people like me who happen to have a rare medical condition and lump me with men who claim to be women, but the problem is they can't distinguish that. They can't distinguish if someone has a medical condition versus someone who has a mental illness. But then the problem is the MAGA crowd doesn't even believe in science like they claim to do. They don't believe in like, oh wow, this does happen in the room. But yet they're pro-life. Most of the MAGA crowd is mostly pro-life. But then the problem is people like me, or people who have Down syndrome or autistic conditions, okay? They just look at them and go, oh, you're crazy, mentally ill. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I just think like this: the MAGA crowd has gone off the deep end, in my opinion. It really has. It really has, man. The fact of the matter is like this. These people who say that they are all for like freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, but then the problem is people like me who are who who are Asian American, Laotian American, who's an intersex DSD person, who has a deaf disability, they treat me like if I'm mentally ill, and they treat me like if I'm lumped in with the transgender cult. I just simply go like this. The MAGA crowd is not as educated as everyone thinks. The MAGA crowd, in my opinion, is like as crazy fringe as you can get. But to me, I align myself more with libertarians who believe in freedom, liberty, and smaller government, and getting government the fuck out of our lives and let us do what we need to do. Okay? But to me, the MAGA crowd on Getter is like, oh my God. I mean, these people, in my opinion, are just like, in my opinion, like this, are as like crazy conspiracy theory lunatics as much as that possible. But the fact of the matter is like this, guys. The fact of the matter is that I'm growing tired of the MAGA crowd. I'm growing tired. I'm growing tired of the fact that like the MAGA crowd loves to claim that they're inclusive, that they're open and accepting of people, but you don't see them open and accepting people like me who believe in freedom and liberty. No, the MAGA crowd loves to lump people like me with the leftist transgender cult craze, but can't distinguish between people with a genetic medical condition or people with a medical condition versus someone with a mental illness. Folks, I'm gonna say this right here, okay? I'm gonna say this bluntly. The MAGA crowd has a problem. The MAGA crowd is not as diverse as they love to. The MAGA crowd is not diverse and inclusive as they love to say that they are. I'm telling you this because as an intersex DSD person, as a libertarian who believes in freedom and liberty, that the MAGA crowd loves to dump and lump people like me, okay, with the porny fetish transgender cult. And then some of them, I've seen comments on Getter with them calling me like, oh, you're a pedophile. Oh, you're mentally ill. Oh, you're this and this and this. Yeah. Pretty much, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much. This is why I'm like putting a distance between me and the MAGA crowd, and then sliding myself into the arms of the Libertarian Party. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much, man. Because the fact of the matter is, guys, these people who say that they're educated, if they were educated, they would learn a little bit about biology, genetics, okay? They would learn that, oh yeah, because people like me were born because something happened in the womb. So the fact of the matter is, I think like this: the MAGA crowd has issues, and it's showing up on Getter, and I'm seeing it firsthand. I really am. To me, guys, I'm looking at the MAGA crowd and I'm going, you wonder why I'm distancing myself from the conservative, Republican, and MAGA crowd and going towards the libertarian. Because you know why? I believe in freedom and liberty. I believe in individualism. Okay? I believe everyone should have the right to do what they want. Less government, get government off our backs, and let us do what needs to get done. Basically, the Ronald Reagan philosophy of this is like this: get government off our backs. All government has to do is give us the facts, hand the facts to us, get the fuck out of our way, and let us do what we need to do. It's that simple. It's that simple. But the fact of the matter is, I'm gonna say this, guys. The MAGA crowd has some serious issues. Luckily, of course, I have people on Getter who are understanding, who are educated enough to understand the difference between transgender people and intersex slash DSD people. And they understand people like me are not transgender. We're intersex DSD people. We have a medical condition, and that we have something that we're born with for the rest of our life. And they understand the science behind it. But, knowing the MAGA crowd, they all love to say, oh, we're all for science and this and this and this. But when it comes to people like me, they love to lump people like me with the transgender cult, but not see the science and behind it and go, okay. So you see why I'm done with the MAGA crowd. I'm just gonna look at them as the fringe group of the QAnon side, and just go like this. Yeah, whatever, dudes. Because to me, guys, I just go like this. I'm done with the MAGA crowd. I'm like, yeah, no thank you, guys. But like I said, guys, if the MAGA crowd ever came to their senses and basically grew a brain cell and be more educated, they would realize that intersex DSD people are not transgender. They never will be. Okay? Transgender people are those who have a mental illness and those who think that they're men or women or the opposite sex. Intersex DSD people, on the other hand, like me, who have a rare genetic condition, okay? We have a DNA condition that we're born with that we can never get rid of, and we have to deal with it for the rest of our lives. Something the MAGA crowd will never understand. But, I look at them and I just go like this. They're just a bunch of fringe lunatics who basically aren't educated enough. Okay? They pretty are. And this is coming from a New Englander, guys. Because I'm telling you this. If you live in the New England states like Maine, Mass, New Hampshire, Vermont, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, we aren't that political like the rest of the country. We aren't. We have this live and let live. Politics is local and politics stays in the town. That's it. Everything else is we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit unless, of course, it becomes an issue at the kitchen table. That's how I look at it, and that's how I see me as a New Englander having to deal with the MAGA crowd. To me, the MAGA crowd is just like not inclusive enough. It's not like respectful enough. It's funny how the MAGA crowd wants everyone to respect them, but when you have different groups, different people who come together under like an umbrella of they want to make America great, the MAGA crowd can't seem to respect that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this. The MAGA crowd, in my opinion, has a deep problem with respecting other people and being more tolerant. I thought here's the thing. I thought the MAGA crowd wanted to get more people onto them. They sure love to get more blacks onto the MAGA group, but they're not doing a good job getting more Asians and Hispanics. But yet the Asians and Hispanics are pushing more towards conservative rather than MAGA. That's why, guys, I'm straying. I'm like going like this. Just stay far away from the MAGA crowd. Let the MAGA crowd spew their shit. Let the MAGA crowd spew their crap. Okay? Let the MAGA crowd like be their fringe lunatic that they are. To me, if they were all for freedom, liberty, and basically being open to everyone, then they would be able to be open to people like me. But I'm seeing the MAGA crowd for what it is, and I'm going, I don't think they're that open. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. So, to me, I don't think the MAGA crowd is that open and that inclusive, guys. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. So, I look at it like this. At first, I thought the MAGA crowd was for everyone, okay? Was for those who believe in freedom, liberty, and independence. But then the problem is that they only believe that if you belong to like say the right mindset. But if you don't, then they look at you like, oh, you must be like them. That's why I always think like this. The MAGA crowd is quick to assume, but doesn't want to do their due diligence and do homework like they always do whenever they go after the left. They don't. So I sit there and I look at them and I just go, they're just a bunch of fringe lunatics. They really are, guys. They really are, and they're the kind of people that I go like this. I wouldn't want to be near them, but I want to do my own thing. Simple as that. I mean, look at it this way. Even though I like Trump, but I don't like his MAGA crowd, because his MAGA crowd is all like religious orientated, where if you are like born with an intersex DSD condition or have Down syndrome like that, they look at you like, oh, you must be on the fringe lunatic left. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. And to me, that's why I look at these people and I go, nah, man, you don't want to be near these people. You don't. I mean, you don't want to be near them. These people in my mind are people who are not highly educated, but they're quick to jump to conclusions and quick to assume. Now, this doesn't mean, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm siding with the left. Nope, I will never side with them. In fact, I go the middle way. And that comes from my Buddhist upbringing. That you always try to stay in the middle and try to like not go to one side or the other. So that's why I try to stay in the middle as much as I can. But seeing how the MAGA crowd has treated intersex DSD people like myself makes me wonder why I'm glad that I am not a Republican. Okay, I am not a MAGA member. Makes me glad. But what makes me glad is that I have conservative leanings, but I view more of libertarian. Makes me glad, guys. It makes me glad, but I I look at it like this. The MAGA crowd is too fringe. I mean, some of these people, they say that, oh yeah, we love this country, we love everyone. But then when people like me, they just lump me with the transgender cult without looking at me or without doing their due diligence and go, oh yeah, you're right. You have this intersex condition. You're not transgender. You just been born with this and you're dealing with this. So you're different. So you're in a different class. That's how libertarians and educated people would look at it. But the MAGA crowd, not so much. Not so much. They don't look at that. They don't see that, but instead they see things like black and white, and there's no gray to them. Yeah, there's no gray where people can go argue and go, oh yeah, intersex people, they're born with this genetic medical condition. It is in their DNA. They cannot change that, no matter what medical science does. I'm sorry, guys. The MAGA crowd just put a sour note in my stomach, okay? It just made me feel like uneasy with them. It just made me feel like, no thank you, man. No thank you. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you guys. That's just why I just look at these people who say they're MAGA, pro-religion, or pro-Trump, and I just go, y'all are a bunch of lunatics, in my opinion. Y'all a bunch of lunatics who probably hadn't been educated or hadn't been like around the world or hadn't met people that think differently or even outside your neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, guys. Pretty much. And to me, I'm not happy with the MAGA crowd, and especially on Getter, guys. The way the MAGA crowd has treated me on Getter, it just turns me off. It just makes me feel like that they don't want people like me in this country. Yeah. It just makes me feel like the MAGA crowd, the conservative and Republicans don't want people like me in America. And I go like this, fine, I'll just do my own thing and get the fuck out of my way. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. But I'll say this before we move on. Even though Donald Trump came up with the MAGA crowd, I still like Donald Trump, but I just don't like how his MAGA crowd has treated people like me. I just don't, guys. And I think like Donald Trump just needs to like fix his MAGA crowd and basically is like this. He needs to basically like reel them in and say like this, hey, We need to be open, inclusive to people who didn't vote for Joe Biden. I didn't vote for him, you know? So, anyway, I want to talk about like Mark Zuckerberg's new Twitter competitor, which is called Threads. Oh my God. Threads is already becoming a dumpster fire on Twitter. Threads, in my opinion, is not a Twitter killer. It is basically an echo chamber similar to Facebook, where Facebook is still censoring people who speak of facts, truths, and data, who knows that men are men, men will never be women. I'm telling you right now, I would avoid Threads at all costs. Even though I have an Instagram, which Threads is connected to, I will not use Threads regardless. I will just say like this: no way, guys, no way, no way, guys. It's becoming a dumpster fire. It is becoming like a place that is heavily censored to the point where it's like, nah, man, I'd avoid that platform like the plague. I avoid using Threads like if you can. Even though Mark Zuckerberg has it connected to Instagram, I'm not going to use Threads. I'm not going to use it. Even though I have it, by the way, as a placeholder, you'll never see me post it because I'm just going to sit there and say, nah, man, nah, not for me, man. Not for me. And a lot of people are saying that Threads is the Twitter killer. That's just a joke, in my opinion. That's just a joke. Because I'm saying this right now, guys. I'm saying this right now. The real Twitter killers out there are Gab, Getter, and Truth Social. 3 alternative social media platforms out there that are considered the real Twitter killers, that are really capable of destroying and killing Twitter. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much. And to me, guys, Threads will never kill Twitter. Threads will be a dumpster fire. Will wind up being like Google Plus, okay, which Google attempted to do a social media platform. It just whittled and died. So to me, Threads will go the way of Google Plus. It pretty much is. And from what I heard, Elon Musk has threatened to sue Twitter. Not sue Twitter. I take that back, guys. Elon Musk has threatened to sue Facebook and take Facebook to court for basically stealing Twitter's ideas, platforms, and all that. To me, guys, to me, it's like this. I look at it like this. It's going to be a Royal Rumble match. It's going to be like a WrestleMania match where you're going to see Twitter versus Facebook in a steel cage match. Boy, it'll be like it'll be something to watch. But to me, I look at it like this, guys. Folks, I look at it like this. Threads is already like a dumpster fire. It's already becoming a hot mess. You're already seeing people being censored, okay? Look at it this way. A lot of conservatives are already being censored, all right? A lot, all right? Even like libs of TikTok, for example, got censored on Threads. It's like, it's already a dumpster fire, ladies and gentlemen. It's already a hot mess. It's a platform. I'm gonna say this over and over, guys. Avoid it like the plague. Okay, avoid it. And then another prime example, guys. There's this article on the Red State. I'll read you the title. Karma comes for the militant transgender activist, aka so-called cyber law expert on the new Threads platform. It seems like this. That there's this militant transgender activist, or what, this dude who claims to be a cyber law expert. He goes on Twitter getting anyone booted, banned, canceled for not bowing to the transgender cult. But then he goes on Threads. Karma comes nicely in a small, neat package, and they cancel him. You know, it's like this. I'm gonna say like this to this dude. Now you know how it feels when conservatives, libertarians, and Republicans got canceled and booted off Twitter. Karma is served sweetly to them. It has, guys. It has. And this dude in a dress, here's his quote. This is such bullshit. I wrote a post about how someone called me a groomer and how I called them out and I got hit with a violation. This is my third violation already. Meanwhile, all of the people who have called me groomer and who are misgendering me have not been or met with violations. And then he goes on to say, oh, this platform is not safe for men who claim to be women or women who claim to be men. Well, you know, I'm gonna go like this, dude. The world's smallest violin is playing as we speak. Yep. These threat violation reports that are happening to a lot of the transgender cult members, the militant ones. I go like this. Now you know how it feels, dude. Now you know how it feels. Welcome to the real world, bitch. It's like this. You get what you deserve, okay? You get what you deserve. You love to harass, hounded people, you know? You love to harass, hound, dox, threaten, bully, intimidate, and all this shit to people. But then when people go onto a new platform like Threads and you do the same thing, and then all of a sudden you get booted, and then you cry and have a temper tantrum, a hissy fit like a 5-year-old because things aren't going your way. I go like this. Serves you right that you wanted to bully people, and now when Facebook does it to you, you have a hissy fit. Serves you right, dude. Serves you right. But I go like this. Let Threads burn like a crisp, ladies and gentlemen. I'd say like this. Let it burn to the ground. Burn it. Because you know why? Threads is never going to be a Twitter killer. It never has, never will be. It will never kill Twitter. The only platforms, ladies and gentlemen, that are really going to kill Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Truth Social. That's it. And here's the thing. The only thing that will kill Facebook, MeWe and Minds. Those two platforms will blow Facebook right out of the water. Vero if Vero can get its collective ass together, in my opinion, if Vero can get its collective ass together, then they can literally take on Instagram and destroy it in one fell swoop. Pretty much, guys. Pretty much, guys. But anyway, oh, sorry about that. Anyway, before we go, I want to talk to you about this came like a couple of days ago on my Facebook feed and on my YouTube and Instagram. It seems there's a company called Burner Technologies, okay? They've been posting stuff about their product on Facebook and on Instagram. For some reason, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook decided to censor another pro-2A, pro-gun, pro-self-defense company for no apparent reason, because they think that their product is a contraband product. They think their product is considered a lethal weapon. When all this company is doing is selling less than lethal weapons that help people defend themselves without taking somebody's life, but Facebook all of a sudden had the gall to censor them, I'm like this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you get the fuck out of the liberal social media ecosystem. You get the fuck out of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and you go on alternative social media platforms, okay? And I've been saying this to Burner ever since they got started, is that y'all should have a presence on alternative social media platforms like Gab, MeWe, Minds, Getter, Rumble, Truth Social. They should have a presence on all these alternative social media platforms, because you know why? All these alternative social media platforms believe freedom, liberty, and they believe in the Second Amendment and the right to bear arms and the right to defend yourself. But posting pictures about you defending yourself, say with a burner on Facebook, oh my God, they censor this company like no tomorrow. And folks, guys, if you want to see the two videos, I will link the two videos in the description below, because I'm telling you this right now, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is another reason why to get away from the liberal social media ecosystem. Get the fuck away from them. Because I'm telling you, man, when they're done censoring everyone else, who do you think they're going to go next? Is the common sense folk and the folks who think for themselves. Telling you guys. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, this is why you need to get away from these guys. You really do, guys. You really, really do. And in my opinion, guys, Burner, you need to get away from Facebook as much as you can. You need to get away from Facebook, get away from like YouTube, get away from Instagram. Put your presence on Gab, MeWe, Minds, Getter, Rumble, and Truth Social. Put your presence on those, because you know why? You'll be opened with open arms in the freedom, liberty, and the pro-Second Amendment rights groups. Pretty much. But the fact that like Facebook is censoring a company who is promoting less than lethal technology options, just makes me wonder if the Moms Demand Action Group had anything to do with this, or the Newtown Action Group, or the anti-gun groups had anything to do with this. Because I suspect, ladies and gentlemen, that the anti-gun groups are the ones directly responsible for pushing Facebook to censor Burner. I pretty much think that could be the reason why Burner got censored on Facebook, is because of the anti-gun groups were going after anything that looks like a gun, including less than lethal technology items like Burner and Pepperball. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but maybe that might be the reason. Maybe so. Maybe so. Anyway, thanks for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. And before we go, guys, in a couple of days on July 11th and 12th, Amazon Prime is going to have a Prime Day special. And if you're not an Amazon Prime member, you can sign up in the link in the description below, guys, and join Amazon Prime, because there will be Prime Day deals. And running up to Amazon Prime Day, I will be posting Amazon Prime deals on my podcast show, on my podcast website, and on my blog. So if you guys want to shop on Amazon Prime Day, the links will be on there. And the links will be on all my social media platforms. So if you guys want to get in on Amazon Prime deals, sign up on the link in the description below, because you guys will get deals, and those deals that you buy will help this podcast show in the long run. So I implore you guys, if you guys want to shop on Amazon Prime Day, which happens to be on July 11 and 12, sign up now, because you'll get in on these Amazon Prime deals that are only for Amazon Prime members, and you guys can be shopping for good deals out there. All right? So I thank you guys for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I'll see y'all soon. Bye for now. You just listened to an episode of Nikki's World. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all soon. Bye for now.